outside on a hillside. And we're not going to go out there. The grass is a little bit wet. Plus, it just doesn't work very well. So we're going to pretend that we're sitting on our mats on the grass. Now, if you look over here at the wall, you will notice the things we've talked about in the past month or two. Jesus was a baby, and then we had him as a little boy, and then he got baptized, and then he called people to be his disciples. How many people did he call? 12. And then several of them got to see him in all his glory on top of the mountain. And then the last time we were here, we read about his very first miracle, which was turning water into wine. Today we're going to look at another miracle that Jesus did. Now, he did a lot more miracles than what we're going to learn about. Remember, we read that verse last week that said, if everything Jesus did was written in a book. Are you with me? Okay. If everything that Jesus did was written in books, there wouldn't be enough books to keep it all. So not everything is written in the Bible, but Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all wrote about the life of Jesus. And sometimes they told about one miracle that Jesus did, or then maybe a different person told about a different miracle. But this miracle that we're going to talk about today is in all 4 books. So if you read through the Bible, you'll read it 4 times that Jesus did this particular miracle. Now, if you look up at the map here, you'll remember he lived in Nazareth. A lot of his work that he did was up in this area. Do you guys need to move away from each other? Is your hair more important than what Jesus is saying? Probably not. Okay, so in today's story, he's over here at the Sea of Galilee, over on the other side here, close to this city of Bethsaida. And he's on a hillside because he's trying to get away from everybody. If you think about it, if every day you were doing miracles, you were healing people, you were letting blind people see and deaf people hear, and the crippled, you were healing them, and just all day long, people would bring their children and their friends to you to heal them. You'd get pretty tired, wouldn't you? Even though you're doing a really cool thing, you get tired. And there were times when Jesus said, I just need to get away. I need to go by myself, talk to God, and just spend some time alone. So he went over here to this area. But some people saw him. And of course they told others. And pretty soon there was a whole crowd of people over there. And they kept bringing their friends and their children and everybody to Jesus. And all day long, he's healing them. He's teaching them things that he wants them to know, even though he's really tired. And he's, would like to take a break. But he loved people, and he wanted to help them. So all day long, he did that. And there he is. And you'll see the crowd of people in the picture. The Bible says that there were 5,000 guys there, plus the ladies and their children. That would be a large number of people, wouldn't it? So there they are. If I quit coughing, I'll tell you the rest of the story. I might make it. All right, at the end of the day, some of his disciples came to Jesus and they said, Jesus, these people are tired. They're very hungry. They've been here all day. How about we let them go home so they can get something to eat? And Jesus said, hold on, I'm going to just keep calm. We're right here.
off in here in a minute. So I'll keep going on the lesson, and then when she comes back, I will gracefully move out of the way. Yes? So they didn't have any food. And there's all these thousands of people out, where were they? On a hill. Were there lots of houses around? No. Was there lots of stores around?
No.
Nope. So there is nothing. They are out in the middle of nowhere, and we'll be able to look at that in tablets. So Jesus, being Jesus, well, he can do things that the rest of us can't. So he says, does anybody have any food? And everybody asked around, and there was a little boy, and he had 5 loaves of bread. And they wouldn't have been very big loaves. They would have been small, because it would have been what he could eat. And 2 fish. They were probably dried fish. And so he gave the loaves and the fish to Jesus, and Jesus took them. Jesus took those little loaves of bread, and he prayed over them, and he blessed them. And somehow, Jesus being Jesus, he was able to multiply them. So he broke them in pieces, and he put them in baskets. And he kept breaking them, and he kept putting them in baskets. And eventually, there were 12 baskets full. Why do you think there were 12 baskets full? Yeah.
There's a bunch of, like, they could break up in pieces, and they were...
Well, there was a specific reason why he had 12 baskets. Yes?
There was
12 disciples. So his disciples were his helpers, right? So he has 12 baskets, and there's all these people, and he says, well, Peter, James, John, and so he gave them each a basket, and he sent them to feed them to the people. And so he had them set down in groups of 50. So we're pretending like you guys are on the baskets.
We're on the basket?
Or sorry, you guys are sitting down, like each one of you on that. You guys are in one of the groups. And, oh, here they come. All right. Can you come up here and be Andrew? Sandy, you can be Peter. Or
Why can't Andrew be Andrew?
okay, you're going to go around and pass out a loaf to each. These are Twinkies. You don't have to eat them if you don't want to. If you like it, you may eat them. All right, Mr. Ryan, you want to pass out the fish, or should we have him do it? You want to pass out the fish, or you want Mr. Ryan to do it? Okay.
What kind of fish you want?
They're little fish.
Yeah.
You can eat it now. So we're pretending. See?
Clams are like 50.
Can you let them just take it rather than you touching their food?
Okay, so the disciples went around and they passed them all out. And when they got done, guess how many baskets of food were left? There were 12 baskets left. The people took it out, and God just kept multiplying it and multiplying it. So starting with 5 little pieces of bread and 2 small fishes, and it just got multiplied. Fishes, is that the word?
No, fish.
All right. Okay, I am not sure what else. Yeah, 35. All right, so we have another 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn on the music.